Hello, beautiful souls. This is Vanita Kumar, also known as Twinflameunion, bringing you guys in this week's pep talk and empowerment. Why do twin flames mirror each other? This is a concept that is known for twin flames. Those that are in the twin flame journey, you know what I'm talking about. You've heard about it through countless teachers and people that are actually teaching the journey, or just even in your own connection with your twin flame. What other teachers teach about, I don't know what they do, but I do have an understanding of the twin flame mirroring and what actually that is. We're going to actually dive deep into that. But before we actually do, show reels. And welcome back. For those that are new to this channel, welcome. Please do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. I have a lot of content in this channel, and even my section on the guided meditations. You can actually check out some of the ways to remove some of those things that I'm going to actually talk about in this video. I know that this is a concept that is maybe brought you here, and even if you are not in a twin flame journey, it doesn't matter. A lot of people that are in a spiritual journey do understand that everything is a mirror, right? Everything is a mirror reflection of what is happening. At least that's what now a lot of manifesting community is talking about, and it is true. I bought this, and I think I've actually shown this to a lot of people in my past video. If you can look at it, I say here, I picked this stone up many years ago, and it says everything is a mirror. And we're gonna, of course, go into that concept and how this topic is actually a must learn topic when you are dealing with your twin flame, because as you know that there's just so much things that they're always teaching you. They are your biggest teacher. Even if you, like I said, if you're not even in a twin flame journey, you can still kind of follow along the concept, because in a spiritual journey you will come across these kind of things anyways. So even if you are dealing with a specific person that is not a twin flame. So I'm gonna go into the, this was an article that I had written a while back, and I decided to actually read an excerpt from that article just so that it kind of gives you guys an idea what others are teaching. Mirror exercises and what they really mean in a twin flame journey or a soul's journey. So this is what others are teaching. Write down in a few words what is upsetting you and what you're experiencing. If that was just so much easy to just write down everything that is bothering you, maybe that would work. This is not my concept. I'm just saying this is what some people are teaching. Write down these sentences all over again, but switch all the nouns to pronouns and point them to the person. So if, for example, if somebody is like, let's just say hypothetically that your twin flame is bothering you, you're going to be writing down in a few words what is upsetting you. And then you're going to be switching all of that into present tense and all the nouns to pronounce and point them to the person. Okay? Ask yourself, is there any truth to this statement? Go deeper until you find the root of the issue. Now close your eyes and imagine all the hurt and problems that are part of you. Ask yourself, what do you need to heal, and what to feel, and what to feel loved. Like I said, I it's a little bit jarred here with the sentences because I took it out from, whatever was being taught out there at that time. It's not my words, it's what others have written. So off the bat, I want to say that that concept doesn't really quite work, because you don't know the history behind, or at least you have a history with your twin flame, but you still don't know the actual history behind the dynamics and what is happening. So I wrote some notes, and we're going to go into my take on it and how you guys can actually understand that concept and go deeper into your healing and figure things out where you and them are concerned. First of all, you guys already understand that twin flame connection is once you're dealing with a twin flame, you know that there is no other connection that's gonna teach you, show you, not the way that even if you are dealing with a soulmate, you know that when it comes to your twin flame, they are your biggest teacher. They teach you soul lessons. That's what they are designed to do. And the connection that you have with them is different from everybody else that you've encountered in your entire life. That's a fact. You also understand, or you should be understanding, that you and them, you are actually one. You've never been separate from each other. You hopefully understand that part. If you haven't, maybe just look at my articles and my videos. You'll have a better understanding on that aspect. You also understand that both of you are a mirror soul of each other, or you have a same soul blueprint of each other. You understand that you were one soul at one point, and then you got split into two different souls, and from there you birthed in different lifetimes separately, and then sometimes you guys were birthing in that lifetime together. Sort of understand that part, I hope. So because you guys are a vibrational blueprint of each other, what ends up happening is, like I said, this is a universal law, that everything is a mirror. When you actually understand that concept and you start looking at everything through people and things through that concept, a lot of things will actually make sense. And don't take my word for it. Start looking at that through that lenses. Do it for at least a month. Put it on a trial, and you will see that all of that I'm going to be explaining makes sense. People behave a certain way towards you, and you always wonder, why are they behaving this way? Not just your twin flame, right? And then you can dive deep into your own aspect, the inner you, and get the answers. So just like you look at a mirror, you see your reflection. Everything, you've probably heard this many times, everything is you pushed out. Meaning that whatever you're feeling, experiencing, is actually a reflection of what is happening inwards. And that's being pushed outwards through people and things. When it comes to your twin flame, believe it or not, they will mirror this aspect to perfection. There is no mistakes when it comes to all of that. They know you so well, on a soul level, and you know them so well on a soul level. In fact, a lot of twin flames will even say that they know their twin flame better than anybody else. That's true. So, and they know your fears, your doubts. In a way, you know their fears and doubts as well. It's a mirror situation. There is no such thing as that whatever you're experiencing, they're not experiencing as well. That doesn't make sense, right? Whatever you are going through, they're going through the same thing as well. So hopefully I haven't confused you guys here, but you can try this law and see how this actually applies. This is the law of cause and effect. I've actually have dived into the 13 laws of the universe, and you can find that in my pep talk and empowerment under the law of vibration, because I talk about that. And whatever is happening within you is going to be a reflection on the outside. And that's how that works. So having said that, you've got your twin flame that is going to, I'll give you some obvious ones that you've already noticed in your connection, where they actually mirror you, and you will see that some of these things will resonate, and maybe even all of it. You notice that you have visible characteristics that are very similar to your twin flame. For example, you guys probably look alike, or if you don't, then there's a certain aspect of your features that look alike, perhaps your nose, your lips, your eyes, right? That sort of thing. You may even find that there's a lot of similarities in personality. You know, some of the things that they like is probably what you like as well. You know, it's just the way it goes. They probably like certain things, and you find that you like them as well. And then, of course, the synchronicities when it comes to number sequences. For example, you may share similar date of birth, or the time that you guys met, there was a sync there with something somewhere. You will find that there is a sync. And the reason why that happens is not from coincidence. It's because your higher self is meant to show you that this person that you perceive it to be your twin flame is somewhat of an importance in your life, and they are here to change your life. And definitely they are here to change your life for the better. For those that feel that your twin flame is narcissistic or toxic and all those kind of things, you'll have to go back within to figure out why you feel this way about your twin flame, because again, at the end of the day, they are actually your best teacher. They are teaching you things to heal, and you probably do the same thing for them. Now we're gonna go into the reason, number one reason why they're mirroring you. And after I've dealt with so many twin flames, and as well as just dealing with my own blocks and stuff like that, and some of the things that I'm actually healing just as well as you are, dealing with thousands of twin flames, I have come across these major root cause of the issue. So a lot of that is stemming from fear, not feeling that you're worthy, or not feeling that you deserve all of this. Having said that, this may be on an unconscious level. It not necessarily means that this is something you have just kind of come across in this lifetime. It could be something that there's a history, or you already know that you've had lifetimes with your twin flame. So what happened in that lifetime could be also here in this lifetime that's preventing, all those kind of things where you are having vibrational issues with your twin flame. So some of the fear, not deserving, not being worthy, that could pass from that past life. The other part that I talk about is the self-concept, and this would actually be stemming from your childhood, because you know that when you were born a baby, you didn't know anything, and then from there on, how you were raised, how you perceive the world, how things were taught to you, whether from your parents or your siblings or in school, all of those things will also have an effect on the way that you perceive everything. I did write an article on self-concept, so you can actually look at that. It is, in a nutshell, how the self-concept idea came from. It's not self-esteem, it's not self-love, it's part of it. In a baby language, self-concept is just pretty much everything that is around you. How you perceive the world, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive others and people, things, all of that stuff. Even politics, right? Everything that is around you is a self-concept. I'm just trying to break it down so that you guys understand what this means. So you were not born with all of this. Obviously, it took years to build that. And the entire root cause of the problem is your self-concept. This is where you got your limited beliefs. Part of it is self-love. Part of it is self-esteem, because you don't feel that you're worthy of it. You don't feel worthy of the abundance and everything else that the journey is teaching you. The fear is there because you doubt the journey. All those kind of things will kind of all go back to the self-concept. And it will create blocks around everything that you're trying to manifest or want or desire, including your twin flame. So this is sort of like the idea that I'm trying to tell you here. And yes, it is an individual journey. You have to figure out what is causing you to feel this way. A good way of dissecting this is noting what your day-to-day thoughts are. Not what I mentioned in the beginning there, the video. If you want, you can have a journal and write them down. And as you heal, what you're doing is you are kind of targeting each issue. If you feel, for example, I'm going to give you one example here. Let's just say that your twin flame does not want to have anything to do with you. That's pretty common in a twin flame journey. So you write that down. My twin flame doesn't want to have anything to do with me. And then you're going to ask yourself, well, why is that? I know that my twin flame cares a lot about me. I know that my twin flame is in love with me. I know that my twin flame feels that we've known each other. You know, your twin flame would know that anyways. I know that he or she believes that I've had many lifetimes with them. I know that my twin flame knows that we are twin flames. All of those things. These are examples, and I'm just kind of giving it to you guys so that you can break it down. So now that you've got all those reasons, and now you have to ask, well, if everything is this, then why is it that my twin flame does not want to have anything to do with me? You probably will come with some answer such as fear, or my twin flame is not ready for this commitment. Something like that, right? So then you need to ask yourself, well, why is that? Why is it that there's fear here? And like I said, everything is a mirror. Everything reflects on the outside. Whatever is going on inside is a reflection. So now you've got a problem that you already know exists. Now you can go back and heal that aspect, either through childhood healing, inner child healing, could be past life trauma, and reconditioning your entire self-concept. So they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, there's other aspects that I talk about in twin flame healing, but this will start to now, take layers off where your problem lies. So if this kind of makes sense, let me know, because this is the best way that I could explain to you guys how this is actually being mirrored back to you. So another thing that I want to say is that another way to help you overcome stuff like this is, if you feel that your twin flame is running away from you, is not paying attention to you, then through the mirror aspect, what you can go and do as a reverse is you start loving yourself, start paying attention to yourself. Because as a mirror, what ends up happening is, if you are focused on you, you're focused on your self-love, you're focused on attending every need that you have, then as a mirror, everybody will start to do the same for you as well. There's going to be things that will start coming to you because you become a magnet. Your twin flame will start running back to you. You'll start getting a lot of attention from other suitors. You know that you're on the right track then. When you focus on yourself and give all that to yourself, whatever you desire, right? Whatever you desire when it comes to your twin flame relationship, if you start giving those aspects to yourself, chances are, through the mirror effect, everything will start to come back to you as well. Another concept that I want to talk about is love, right? A lot of you are, of course, wanting love. So in order to get love, you have to become love. When I say when you have to become love, what this means is that you start radiating that energy to people and things around you as well. When you do that, then you also are magnetic to love, and love will come to you. This was sort of an idea that I gave you guys. You can use this aspect on other areas that you want to manifest as well. Money as well. Money has the same kind of energy. So all those kind of things. But the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is the self concept, because that's something that you have developed over a long time, and it's something that needs to be healed. And there's just so many layers to the self concept. And once you start actually applying it, test it. Try it for a month, see how things will shift around you. And some of you, if you have already started doing that, write it in the comments and give some encouragement to other people, because you know what I'm talking about if you've already started seeing that play out, right? This is the mirror principle. This is the mirror effect. And this is the reason why your twin flame is mirroring things back to you. Now, having said that, it's not true that whatever you are experiencing is not something that they're experiencing. They have their own inner work to do as well, right? When you start putting in the inner work for yourself, then what ends up happening is, because they are your twin flame, they will actually have a knockoff effect. Whatever you're healing will have a knockoff effect on them as well. Just because you guys have the same energetic frequency, right? Everything is energy. We already know that. This is the law of cause and effect, and it's a fascinating principle. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, whether you actually believe it or not. We are governed by the 13 laws of the universe. A lot of times we think that those things don't apply. It doesn't make sense, right? Everything is a balance. We already understand that. There is no such thing. I already give you guys lots of examples. There's no such thing as you are breathing and your neighbor is not breathing. There's no such thing, right? They have the same equal access to everything. If you are seeing the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, then they are experiencing the same thing. It's not like the universe is saying, I'm gonna just give it to you and I'm not gonna give anything to your neighbor. Everybody has an equal opportunity, and this is just the way that it's the cosmic flow of the universe. You know that the universe is expanding, and so are you. So your consciousness is expanding through just the way that you're healing, through the experiences that you're getting, and all of those kind of things. So apply this part, and even if you want to put it on your mirror, this note, everything is a mirror, and then allow this aspect to show you what it needs to show you. If you are having bad days, or if something is happening that's bad to you, then ask yourself, well, why is this being shown to me? What is it that I need to learn from this? So these are the ways that you can actually heal this aspect or grow from it, rather than being stuck in this part where you know that your twin flame is mirroring something, but you don't know what that is, right? Another aspect that I want to mention here while we're talking about it is that your twin flame will give you clues on what you need to heal as well. I've talked about that many times. Look into your connection and figure out what that part is. One thing I do want to say is, through the mirror principle, you probably have already noticed, and this is why you know that the law works, because you already know that some aspect is already been shown to you through the fact that you guys look alike. You have some synchronicities when it comes to numbers of some sort, whether it's date of birth or the day that you guys met or the date, right? Anything. It could be addresses, it could be letters, right? Or it could be even phone numbers, right? It's all limitless, right? Whatever it is that you have a synchronicity with your twin flame. You've also probably noticed, if you've been in this journey for a very long time, you know that there's such thing as the merge process, where you've started to merge energetically and in many ways with your twin flame. Sometimes you will find that I've had many people that would talk about their eye colors will change, or what else, like the skin color will change, that kind of thing, right? And will kind of merge, that they will adapt automatically their language, their culture. If you guys are in different culture and you speak different languages, things like food, right? You'll find that you're adapting, their type of like whatever they like, you would like, right? Interests, likes, hobbies, even aspects of your like if they are into a certain business, if they're busy making money, then you are also doing the same thing. Fitness, right? You'll have the same goals, and that's part of the merge process that I'm talking about, where you actually start to mirror your twin flame even in that aspect. So go into your connection and see where you guys are doing that, and how you need to clear some of these blocks. And of course, if you guys need an additional coaching session or something, you can do that. I can help you guys release some of these things. I mean, that's what I work with when it comes to people that are booking with me, because I actually go back and teach them how to get out of that a merry rut that they are in, and go further into possibly even a union process. So this was Twin Flame Union. I hope you guys found this informative. Let me know in the comments. And of course, I wish you guys all the best. Apply this principle that everything is a mirror, and then see how everything is going to start making sense. It is the law. I didn't make this up. And it is a reality that we all have, whether we believe it or not.